Hello friends, welcome back. My name is PK. In this video, you will learn how to create a training and development dashboard in Microsoft Power BI. As you are seeing my screen, I have opened this dashboard from the Power BI services and this is the overview page. Here we are showing the different slicers on the top for position, trainer, department, training mode, status, and we have given a slider for training start date, so you can change the dates as per your requirement. The whole dashboard will be changed. Here we are showing the total employee trained, the unique count, and here we have the unique training program count. This is the total training duration, and here we have the average feedback score and total training cost. Now here we are showing the total training cost by the different department. Here we have the total employee trained by the location. You can see this, just hover on the mouse and you can see the count here. Training completion status is here, pending, in progress and completed. You can see the count here on this pie chart. This is the performance growth. Now we have the another page here, that is employee training detail. If you click, it will take you to the second page, which is the employee training detail. We have the same slicers here, and this is the post training performance score and the pre training performance score comparison. Out of 100, you can see the scores here. Here we are showing the employee level details with the program and the other things. You can see that. Here we are showing the training completion status by the department. Now the next page is the training program analysis. Here we are showing the training duration and the training cost by the department, and this is the training mode analysis, the count of the trainings, how many are hybrid, in person and online, and this is average feedback score by the department out of 10. Here we are showing the training duration versus feedback score by the training program. So here on the x-axis we have the duration in hours and average feedback score is on the y-axis. We can see these are the different training programs and also showing the training cost here. So the size of the bubble is according to the training cost. The smaller one lowest cost, the higher one biggest. The color coding is according to the training mode, hybrid blue, in person dark blue, and online is orange. Okay, now let's go to the training cost analysis page. Here we are showing the training cost analysis. This is the total training cost and the average feedback score comparison on this scatter chart. So you can see the feedback score wherever it is higher and the cost is lower and higher, you can see. Okay, the online program is in this red color, so the cost is lower, we can see. Okay, and here we have the higher cost. This is the total training program by the position and the training mode. We can see this is the total cost bifurcation, and training cost by the different locations also, and according to the bubble size you can see the highest cost there, the smallest bubble is the lowest cost. Let's go to the trainer performance page also. Here we are showing the comparison of the performance growth and the total training cost, and these all are the trainers. So if you hover, you can see the name of the trainer, training mode, and the performance growth and the total training cost. Average feedback score by the trainer, you can see that here. All right, so that's it in this dashboard. Now I will show you how we have created in the Power BI desktop. So let's flip to the Power BI desktop. So this is the Power BI desktop file. I will explain this, but before that I would like to show you the data. Here we have the data in Excel, wherein we have the employee ID, employee name, department, position, date of joining, location, training program ID, training completion status, and then training start date and date, duration here in the hours of the training, and training feedback score out of 10, and training program name, trainer name, training mode, then pre-training score, performance score, and post-training performance score, and the training cost for that particular employee. All right, now let me show you the file here, desktop application file. Here we have used the background image on the canvas. You can see the background one. So what we have done in the PowerPoint, we have created the image using this slide, and these are the pictures as the background. Then we have loaded this here. Okay, so this is all picture, you can see. Okay, but here we have the chart. If I move this, you can see this is the background. All right, then we have created these all charts. So before that, first of all, I would like to show you the data here which we have loaded. So let's go to the data mode. This is the data which we have loaded, and from the Excel, this is the same data which I have explained in the Excel. I would like to show you the few key measures which we have created here. So let's take one by one. So first, let me take the total training program. Here we are taking the distinct count of the training program. We have a training program name column in our data. So we are taking the unique count. Total training cost, simply sum of the total training cost. Total employee trained, we are taking the employee ID, unique count of the employee ID here. Performance growth, we are taking the pre-training performance score, average of that. Then another variable is the post-training performance score, and we are using here divide post score minus pre-score and divide by pre-score. That will be performance growth. Training duration in hours, so we are taking the sum of training duration. This is average feedback score, so we are taking the average of training feedback score. These are normal key measures we are using. Let's come here. You can see this is the normal card. Let me show you. This is the card, and we are using this new card here, and we have taken the total employee trained from the key measure. Let me show you this one. We have taken this here. Similarly, here we have taken the total training program, and this is we have taken total duration hours, and this one average feedback score and total training cost. So we have taken all the measures on the cards. Here we have created, this is the page navigator, and you can insert this from the insert buttons, navigator and page navigator. So we have inserted this from here, and then you can format this as per your requirement. So we have just formatted this. Like style, we have taken this color, and fill we have taken the white color. Okay, and for the selected one we have taken the font white color and background as black color. All right, in the visuals we have taken, this one is the normal column chart, stack column chart, or you can take the cluster column chart, whichever you want. This is the normal one. And then here we have taken the normal pie chart, and we are showing here training completion status and total employee trained. And here we are taking department from this is department and training cost. This is the, here we are taking the location. We have a location column in the data, and on the size, bubble size, we are taking total employee trained, which is available here. All right, on the second page we have used the another image. The theme is same, we just have changed the style here, and same navigation and same slicers we have used. Then we have the chart, which is the cluster column chart. You can see this one. Okay, and we have taken the position here. Then we have taken here average of post training and average of pre-training score from the data table. Here we have taken the training completion status by department. So this chart is this one, which is the stack bar. And we have taken here department, then count of employee IDs or employee name here, and in the legend we have put the training completion status. We have the training completion status here. See, here we are taking this table visual, and we have put multiple columns here like employee ID, employee name, department, position, and some other fields we have taken. Okay, in the training program analysis page, and here we have taken the combo chart, and this combo chart, which is the line and cluster column chart. Okay, and we have put the department on the x-axis. On the column we have put the total training cost from the key measures table from here, this one, and on the line we have taken the duration. So we have created this chart. Okay, and this is the scatter chart. You can see this chart we have taken from here, and then on the value we have put the training program name, and here we have put on the x-axis duration, this one, and on the y-axis we have put the average feedback score. In the legend we have put the training mode, and the size of the ball we have put the total training cost. So that is how we have created this. This is the donut chart. this chart we have taken, and here we have put the training mode analysis. That means we are just putting the training mode here and the count of training mode here. Okay, so it is just giving the count. This is the average feedback score by the department. So we have taken here normal, this is stack bar, or you can take this cluster bar, which one you want, and then we have put here department, and this is the average feedback score from the key measure. All right. In the training cost analysis page, we have created this scatter chart first. So in this scatter chart, we are taking the locations. So we are showing here different locations, and then we are showing here total training cost in the X, and in the Y we are showing the average feedback score, this one. Okay, so this is the comparison of the average feedback score and the cost by the locations. In the legend we have put the training mode, so it is showing the 3 different colors: hybrid, in person and online. This is the map chart, total training cost by the location. So in the location we have taken location, and bubble size total training cost. And this is the 100% stack chart, you can see this one, and we are taking the position on the x-axis and total training cost here on the y-axis. In the legend we have put again training mode. Okay, we have on this. If you off, this will look like this, and you can on the ribbon. All right. In the trainer performance page, we are showing the information about the trainers. And in the first chart, this is the scatter chart, we are showing the performance growth versus training cost. So training cost is here and performance growth is here on the x-axis. So let me show you the chart also. This is the scatter chart. Trainer we are taking here in the value, x-axis training growth and y-axis training cost. Okay, and legend we are showing the training mode. Okay, now this is the average feedback score by the trainers. Alright, so that is how we have created this chart. Once this is ready, you can publish this to the Power BI services, and just click on the publish, and then you can publish this. Just select the workspace, and then it is being published. Alright, so friends, you can input the data in that Excel file, and you can connect this with your Excel data. So to connect with your Excel data, you have to go to the home, transform data, go to the data source setting, and from here you can just change the data source setting. You can connect it with your own file. Let me show you. From this window, you can just select this and say change source, and you can browse and select your own file. Okay, so that is how you can connect with that. All right, friends, I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you like this video, please hit the like button, and please subscribe my channel to get the regular update of my videos. Thank you so much for the watching.